Well, that was the day so far. Hello and welcome to a fresh new edition of Closing Bell. I'm Prashant. With me, my colleagues Rima and Sonia. Sonia, of course, is joining us from the newsroom floor. Guys, hi, good afternoon. We're having a reasonably okay day. Sonia, in line with the green. We've got a green screen and at about, what, 17,100 at this point in time. I mean, just a couple of points. We basically, the low today and yesterday is pretty much the same, which is 16,000, which stands at, let me just tell you, the low is 16,950. That is the low. It was, I mean, 10-point difference between yesterday and today. But we've only recouped half of yesterday's losses. I mean, that was the size of the extent of the sell-off that we had in trade. But even with this nice 100-point move up, we are outperforming the rest of Asian markets, most of the Asian markets, except China. But China came out of a holiday, so they've got some catching up to do. FMCG, private and PSU banks are doing very well. Those are the top gainers. And the IT index, after, what was a pretty dramatic move lower, is up about 0.5% again. I mean, I think there is maximum debate around this one with Wipro and HCL Tech, which report later today. It's possible, and many are veering around to the view that maybe, just maybe, we will see a relief move in the US, a relief rally in the US. You need a trigger for that, and the trigger could be in the form of CPI. Although, to be sure, if you look at consensus expectations, most expect the CPI to overshoot it, to be very strong because of, the rent component in the US. This is monthly CPI data. But if you are looking for a trigger, there's no bigger and better than the CPI number, which we will get during US market session tomorrow. But, it does. I mean, there's extreme pessimism, especially in global markets. Here, the market's been doing well, outperforming, falling less, rising more. But will we get a kicker from global markets on the upside, which can kind of excite bulls here? That remains to be seen. And for that, the pivotal data point is the CPI number tomorrow. Rima, hi.
Hi, and that's going to shape the expectations of all global investors, economists into the November meeting. So the US CPI is going to be very crucial. But now that we're trading above the 200-day moving average, I guess we're back in the range, right, Prashant? The fear was that, when we opened close to those levels or we went close to those levels yesterday, if we breached it and went lower, then perhaps it's opened the door for much lower levels. Maybe the Nifty was going to go down to 16,500. But now that we've clawed well above our 200-day moving average, which is just shy of that 17,000 mark, I guess we're still back in the range today. There is FMCG, which is firing for the bulls. So names like HUL, Tata Consumer, even Dabur from the mid-cap space. That's the pocket where you are seeing a lot of buying. The Nifty FMCG index, Sonia, is up close to about 1.5%.
Okay, since we're talking stocks, and Prashant, it started off as a lark, right? Wearing